A small US village in the woods has been dealing with attacks from the natives for a long time. The village was always able to withhold the attacks, but this time several groups of natives joined forces to overtake the village. Luckily for the villagers, there was only one way inside, which was over the bridge at the creek. The able men of the village set up defenses around the bridge with improvised cover from barrels and broken furniture. Even though the Indians had strength in numbers, their weapons were very old and primitive. The village militia had repeaters, modern rifles, and cannons to back them up. The huge group of Indians approached the bridge and a small section headed directly to the water. The militia decided to focus fire first on the natives who tried to cross the water by swimming. Panic broke out amongst the natives and many headed to the tall grass near the creek. The Indians were not competent swimmers, and the militia made sure to concentrate all fire on them. The first natives had reached the shore, but got greeted with pistol fire. But it did not take long before more Indians arrived and took care of the militia's first line of defense. At first, it seemed like the village's second line of defense would hold, but slowly they lost men of their own. The natives were firing at the village's second line from the riverbank. The villagers' cannon did a great job in taking out any daring native who ventured too far forward. The villagers' cannon on the left flank did not have the same result due to the smoke obscuring their vision. The Indians kept pushing, and by spilling the blood of many of their own, managed to break through the villagers' second line. They took out both cannons, and now all that was left was the villagers' last line of defense. The Indians attacked from the hillside and the main road, and remained keeping pressure on the defenders. The villagers held their position bravely, and their last remaining cannon performed massive damage. The Indians used the villagers' cover to their own advantage, and assaulted their last line. The villagers were holed up in a well-protected spot in the forest, and managed to kill many attackers, but even they were no match for the awesome number of natives assaulting them. The Indians had eradicated their defense, and all that was left was the village itself. The Indians circled the village and opened fire on the inhabitants. Blind panic broke out as the civilians left their home and ran into the open. The natives were waiting for them and slaughtered every man, woman, and child. No one was spared, and victory was theirs.